privilege and honor to be here with you today representing the SBA. Most of you know that the SBA is a federal agency. We were established in 1953. The reason for our existence is to help businesses get started, help them grow, and help them stay in business. And we do that by dividing our services up into three areas, which we call the three C's. The first area is called counseling. And our funded resource partners are the ones that really provide the bulk of the counseling and training that helps business owners and prospective business owners one-on-one. And it's my distinct pleasure to have three of those funded resource partners here today, and CEED, of course, is actually sponsoring this today. So I love working with CEED, I love working with the SBDC, and I love working with SCORE, and I'm very proud of the services that they provide. So thank you for coming today, SCORE, CEED, and SBDC. So they provide, and they've given you the details on what they do, but they work one-on-one with business owners and really help you move forward, solve problems. In addition to CEED, SBDC, and SCORE, we also have a funded resource partner called VetBiz Central, and they work specifically with veterans who are interested in going into business or who are in business. They have an emphasis on government contracting because there are some set-aside programs for veterans. They're located in Flint, Michigan, and they work very much hand-in-hand with SCORE, SBDC, and CEED to deliver quality programs and services. In addition to VetBiz Central, we also support the United States Export Assistance Center, and that's a combined program with the SBA, the U.S. Department of Commerce, and Exim Bank, and their services are targeted to businesses who are either actively engaged in exporting or who are thinking about it and need some help. And we have some special services for that as well. In addition to those service providers, we also have a pretty good online assistance training program. So if you go on our website, www.sba.gov/mi, there's all kinds of good information on there. When you're bored or can't sleep, you can tune in and check out anything you want about the SBA and our funded resource partners. So the second C is probably the one most of you are familiar with or know the SBA for, and that is our loan programs. The only thing that you really need to know about that is that if you're a candidate for one of our SBA loan programs, you don't go to the SBA directly for a loan. You always work with one of our lender partners. And we have three basic loan programs. You don't have to know the gory details, but you should know that they're available to you. And I have a little loan fact sheet program that I left out in the hallway, and you can get some additional information. But basically, we have the 7A program, which is a loan guarantee program, and that is a guarantee to the banker, not the borrower, and that helps them mitigate maybe some risk that's associated with a loan. It doesn't mean that if the loan doesn't make sense or the business plan or the proposal doesn't make sense that it will suddenly make sense with a loan guarantee. It's to get over just a particular issue. Maybe you need longer terms, and the SBA can help with that. Maybe you don't have quite enough collateral. The SBA can help with that. Maybe it's a risky industry. In some cases, the SBA can help with that. So those are reasons why you might qualify for an SBA guarantee. But your lender will let you know if that's the case. They'll look at it first with a conventional lens, and then if they need a little help with it, they'll look at an SBA guarantee. The other SBA program that you may have heard of is called the SBA 504 program. And that's a program specifically for fixed asset financing, like if you're going to buy large equipment or a large piece of real estate, usually deals that are over $300,000. And that's a partnership program. There's a lender, a bank, there's a CDC Certified Development Corporation, and the borrower. And the bank usually puts in 50% of the amount borrowed. The CDC, or Certified Development Corporation, puts in 40%, and the borrower puts in 10%. What's in it for everyone is the lender, the banker, gets first lien position on anything that is collateralized. The good thing for the borrower is they can get in at 10% or 15% if it's a startup around in that area, which is pretty good terms for them. And for the 40% that's guaranteed by the Certified Development Corporation, the interest rate is guaranteed for the life of the loan, and there's no balloon. So that makes you comfy for that portion of it. So those are the SBA loan programs. We also have microloan programs, and Robin told you about that in her introduction. We're very fortunate to have CEED as a partner, as an SBA micro lender. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're really great at it. They offer a lot of wonderful assistance. In addition to CEED, we have the Detroit Micro Enterprise Loan Fund, which is also an SBA-funded micro lender. And across the state, we have other microloan programs, but they are usually regionally based, so look for the ones in your neighborhood to help you out. And I'm very, very fond of that program because it really helps people at a grassroots level to get started or grow a little bit or get something that they need to really get their businesses going. So I'm a big fan of the microloan program. So the final C is contracting. And we have a special division at the SBA that focuses on some programs to help businesses who are interested in government contracting. We have a couple of certification programs for socially and economically disadvantaged populations. We have the AA certification program, we have the Hub Zone certification program, and we have small business certification and veteran service disabled loan small business certification. It's a mouthful. If you're interested in information about those in specific, there's a monthly orientation at the Michigan Minority Supplier Development Council every Wednesday morning from 9, or the first Wednesday of every month from 9 to noon. And there's no registration involved. You just show up, and you show up on time because they won't let you in if you get there late. They don't like to repeat themselves. So those are the basic services of the SBA. And as I say at every one of these meetings, there's really a lot of help out there for small businesses, giving you where to look. You're here today, so you got a little sneak preview. And I'm really excited also to hear from Mark Lee. Because Mark was an instructor for one of our programs with the SBA called E200 Emerging Leaders. And he was the instructor for that for 3 years, and he did a fabulous job. So you're in for a treat hearing from him. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. How's everybody today? Great. Oh man, that was a good break. It's tough coming in the afternoon after you've had lunch and sit in a building that's a little bit warm on a beautiful day, and I kind of wish Michigan was like this all the time. My name is Jim Muir. I'm with a group called SCORE, that stands for Service Corps of Retired Executives. And our group is anything but retired. This thing's going in and out, isn't it? Oh. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep doing this. We have some really, really active folks. And our chapter in Detroit is Chapter 18. We're one of the original chapters, and this is our 50th year nationally. We have 365 chapters or so. We have thousands of volunteers. Everybody is a volunteer, nobody is paid. About a third of our members locally, we've got 80. About a third of those 80 members are still working full or part-time. We have a number of people. Tom Raymond, David Broner, Len Greenwood, and sometimes people accuse me of this, of putting in 30 plus hours per week on SCORE. Tom Raymond does about 80. I need to get a life. Anyway, that's what SCORE is about. We do two things and we do them well. One is we provide free and confidential mentoring. Somewhere, someone invented a word called mentoring. It used to be counseling, but now we do mentoring. So, we do mentoring free and confidential for as long as you need it. There are no time limits. We'll do it where you need it. We have regularly scheduled places and hours. We'll do it in your place of business or a coffee shop. Or, and I'm not supposed to say this, if it's after hours and you want to buy me a beverage, I'm real happy. We also do workshops. We have some startup workshops, and we have some business plan workshops, and we have some specialty workshops. I'm the workshops chairman. I pretty much run the workshop series. If you're going to go for a loan at a bank or a micro loan with CEED, you're going to have a business plan. And it doesn't matter to me whether you go to SBDC or to SCORE or Prosper Us, or if any of you have seen that BizGrid handout out there. There's a lot of organizations doing business plan development and workshops. Go to any one, go to all of them. The more help you get, the better off you are. But if you're going to go to a bank, if you're going to go to CEED, if you're going to go to CEED, you're probably going to need a business plan, and you're going to need to do some work, and you're going to need some help. Get whatever you can. Briefly, I have been a member of SCORE for 6 years. I have at least 8 companies that I've been working with for at least 2 years, generally 3 to 4. Most of the time I just listen. I'm there as a sounding board. I'm there to provide advice, provide direction. Occasionally I'll do a little bit of analysis. Everything is confidential and everything is free. And a lot of times you as a business owner just want to talk to somebody. You want to hear, you want someone to hear what you'd like to do. You'd like some feedback. That's what SCORE does. We do have people who can provide certain technical assistance, whether it be financial or different things. We got some people who can help you that way. Mainly, we want to help you become better business owners. It's one thing to start a business, and that's what you know how to do. As you develop, as you grow your business, you need to become a good business owner. That's what we're there for. We're not here to sell you anything, okay? We have some people who are still working, and yes, if you decide to use the services, that's fine. But mainly, we're here to provide advice and education. And I see a couple of people here that have been to our workshops and, that I've discussed things with before, so thank you very much for coming.